Hey, grade 6, we seem to be having trouble dealing with plotting on a coordinate plane. So we're going to have we're going to spend some time working on that right now so you learn it. It's really important for the future. By the time you're in 8th grade, almost everything you do is going to involve something similar to this. Okay, first of all, we want to know that we have a line here. This is known as the x-axis, and it's very similar to your number line. We spent a lot of time learning that, and this is why. Everything from 0 to this direction is positive numbers. Everything from 0 down this way are negative numbers, and you remember that. Then we have a vertical line, which is very similar to when you did vertical number line. Every number from here up is positive. Every number from here down is negative. This is the y-axis. So we have x horizontal and y is vertical. The point at which they meet is 0. It's known as the origin. Okay. Now we're going to learn a little bit more about what everything else is called. And by the way, this is Bunny, and Bunny is going to be hopping all around, leaving all sorts of clues for us, so we can solve lots of math mysteries. Anyway, let's see how this cross-section here divides up the plane into 4 quadrants. This is quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. Many of you did the reverse, and that's why you got wrong answers on the sheets that you handed in yesterday. Quadrant number 1 is probably selected to be number 1 because both segments are positive on the coordinates. Now, a coordinate is a set of 2 numbers within parentheses that gives the location of a point, and x is always listed first. So this is our x-axis, here's our y-axis, and let's imagine that we're going to find a point at the junction of 2 and 2. So we're going to have 2 positive numbers, okay, 2x and 2y. X is always first. Let's count from the origin. 1, 2, and then up. 1, 2. Oh, there was a dot there already. So that is our coordinate 2, 2. Okay? Now, let's imagine that we have a coordinate with going on the other side of the y-axis. We have minus 2, 2. So we have a minus x value. This is minus 1, this is minus 2, and then we have regular positive 2, 1, 2. Let's put a dot right there. Okay, and that would be minus 2, 2. That's the way we write coordinates, in parentheses. Okay, let's come up with something else. I'll just take some random numbers. Maybe negative, let's see, 5 and negative 3. Okay, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Negative 3, 1, 2, 3. So, let's look at review the quadrants again. Here we have all positive numbers because we're going positive this way and positive this way. So everything within the coordinates will be positive. Here we're going to have, in quadrant 2, 1 negative number, and that'll be the x because we're going down. Okay? So that's negative 2, 2. It's positive y because we're going up. Okay, third quadrant is kind of a sad quadrant. Everything's negative because we're going down on the x side and down on the y side. Let's imagine we have a number negative 3 and negative 4. So that would be 1, 2, 3, negative 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 4. Okay. Now, there's a lot we can do with this. There are many exercises we're going to be learning. The next thing we're going to learn after we learn how to plot is we're going to be learning how to reflect, and that's what you had to do in your exercise yesterday, to reflect one dot over a particular axis to another dot, and that's what we did here. We have 2 and 2, and then minus 2 and 2. See how they're on the same line? And see how they're same distance? Two spaces from the line, 2 spaces from the line, 2 spaces up, 2 spaces up. They're reflecting. They're not opposites. Many of you thought that if you had two positives here, there'd be two negatives here. No, they're not opposites. They're reflections. Okay? And it's just like looking in a mirror. So that's when you reflect from here to here. And we'll be doing a little bit more of those later. Right now, I'm going to ask you to hold on to this, pause it so you can see the screen. You're going to try to create your own axis here. If you don't have graph paper and you can't download and print any, maybe you can just do what you have done before and just put little tick marks. So we have tick marks here and tick marks here, and number them up to at least 10. Now, let's plot this. 3 and 7, negative 1 and 7. 3 and 4, negative 1 and 4. Work on that and see what you come up with. Till the next time, stay safe.